This program has been brought to you by Durango Party Rental. We put it all together perfectly.
You're watching Durango TV News. I'm Wendy Graham-Settle. From the Ottoman slaughter of Armenians after World War I to Nazi Germany's final solution to the destruction of the Rohingya people of Myanmar, modern history is filled with the atrocities of man against man. And it was that topic that Animas High School students studied for the past 6 weeks in their humanities class. They culminated their work with a student-designed museum exhibit called A Century of Death that highlighted their research on the many genocides that have plagued mankind since the start of the 20th century.
I was a peace and conflict studies major in college, so this is something that I studied a lot. And it's something that I really was passionate about bringing to my students when I started teaching, because I think it's so much more complex than people think it is. And I think until we recognize that complexity, that we can't fight against it effectively, and we can't take action effectively until we really understand why it's happening and what's going on. So the big learning goals for this project are for students to have a really deep understanding of why genocide occurs, both at the historical level, at the economic level, at the psychological level, and then about how that then can translate into effective methods to resist and effective methods to sort of stave it off at the pass before it turns from prejudice into these kind of horrific actions. As far as this method of exhibition, I've always taught in project-based learning schools, and so to have students create their vision for what they want the world to know, I find to be really powerful. And I find that in the process of creating their exhibits for a museum, that they often sort of solidify and clarify the learning that's happened in the 6 weeks of research before we actually do the hands-on stuff.
Student exhibits included photo collages, short stories of victims, a game of chance that determined whether you'd survive or die in a purge, a mass grave, and other displays in a setting of black shrouds and ominously dark lighting. Kean Edmondson developed the game of chance to demonstrate that survival often depended on the luck of the draw, but the path to a people's destruction was deliberate.
Essentially, a group is taken, and the group that is to be wiped out is assigned symbols that turn from a group of living, breathing people into caricatures. And then those caricatures turn from sort of homeless into very less homeless, where they eventually start to compare, in many cases they would compare the to-be annihilated group to animals such as dogs or rats, and then the group would actually be finally wiped out. And this is how genocide would happen. And now the exact reasons tend to vary, but they often included strong racial tensions or religious tensions, as well as a divided society where people felt they could be classified into multiple groups.
Edmondson says he sees a similar divide developing in the United States with the current divisive rhetoric around immigration, race, and partisan politics. But even after studying genocide for 6 weeks, he remains hopeful for the country's future.
I have a lot of faith that America isn't particularly far down the path. We're only at about stage 2 of 8, and I think that we will be able to right ourselves.
You can learn more about Animas High School's project-based learning philosophy by visiting animashighschool.com. I'm Wendy Graham-Settle. Thanks for watching Durango TV News.